Previously on Smart Mobility Today, we heard about flying cars and robots that fight fires and weed gardens. This week's stories focus on EVs, recycled batteries, space junk, delivery drones, green hydrogen, and robots in our schools and in our homes.
You've got something to say, and we can help you say it. Detroit Media Productions is here for your audio, photography, and video needs. DetroitMediaProductions.com.
Hi, this is Cindy Polakowski. Mercedes-Benz has unveiled EV concept vehicles that get more than 466 miles on a single charge. With this announcement, the automaker beats Tesla, whose maximum per-charge range is 380 miles, on any of its models. Revealed at the IAA Mobility Show in Munich, the Mercedes concept CLA class includes a sedan, a station wagon, and two SUVs. At the same show, BMW showed off its new EVs with longer ranges and faster charging times. The announcements come as competition between Europe and China over EV costs and range heat up. Evidence of this is Tesla's commitment to turn its Berlin factory into Europe's biggest car plant. A recent article in Business Insider provides a hint about the future of EV charging stations for consumers. While the author shared that his charging experience went off without a glitch, the experience was still not a good one. No coffee, no chips, and more importantly, no bathroom. The need for a good customer experience and the lack of that for EV owners is highlighted in a recent J.D. Power report that emphasized consumer dissatisfaction experienced while waiting for a 30-minute charge. I am sure that shopping, shelter, and other creature comforts will be offered in the future if the providers of EV charging services are smart. A recent article in Bloomberg argues against the claim often made by politicians that EVs are growing in adoption because governments are forcing them. The author argues that government policies and subsidies are actually technology neutral. For example, fuel cell vehicles are eligible for the same federal and state subsidies as battery-powered EVs. They get bought or not bought due to the quality of the product, not the size of the subsidy. The Toyota Mirai gets a $7,500 subsidy from California, plus a $30,000 discount from Toyota, yet the hydrogen-powered sedan sales are only $1,722 this year. Issues like resale value and access to fuel demonstrate that consumers, not government bureaucrats, are deciding which products win and which do not. Fuel cell vehicle owners in the EU at the end of 2020 were supported with public infrastructure averaging $83,000 per vehicle. EVs, by comparison, saw only $85 invested. A recent article in Newsweek reminds me that batteries in landfills cause big problems. Batteries from cell phones, laptops, and power tools leach chemicals like lithium, cobalt, copper, and nickel. As more EVs replace their batteries, the problem gets even worse. One EV contains the equivalent of about 6,000 laptop batteries. The materials are harmful to the planet and are dangerous to extract to begin with. Joe Biden's Inflation Reduction Act doubles the tax credit to automakers when they use batteries made in the U.S. or recycled in the U.S. More than 100 million EV battery packs are expected to be retired in the next decade. Worldwide, the 600,000 metric tons of lithium-ion battery waste that will come from the first generation of EVs by 2025 is expected to increase to 11 million metric tons by 2030. Recycling used batteries could reduce demand for copper, cobalt, nickel, and lithium. A recycled battery outputs 4 times lower carbon emissions over its lifetime by eliminating the extraction process.
With the largest gig network in the country, Comcast Business has the technology solutions to future-proof your network.
Space debris as small as an inch wide is capable of damaging spacecraft in a collision. So it is a breakthrough that satellites will soon be able to detect pieces of debris that today are invisible to existing space junk monitoring systems. These new capabilities take advantage of star tracking technologies that currently exist on most satellites. Star Tracker helps spacecraft maintain their orientation in space by adjusting their tilt based on the positions of the surrounding stars. Using optical sensors that detect bright objects, satellites use their knowledge of the positions of these objects and awareness of their own position to detect satellites and debris pieces as they pass in front of them. The FAA this week announced that UPS delivery drones will be allowed to fly longer distance flights beyond the sight of ground operators. This change will allow drone delivery companies like Wing, FedEx, and Zip to deliver packages across a wider area and service more customers. The news comes just days after Walmart announced a partnership with Wing to make deliveries in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Walmart already has made over 10,000 deliveries across 7 states via its partners DroneUp, Flytrex, and Zipline. The Wing announcement means that the retailer will be able to deliver to an extra 60,000 homes. In India, the International Solar Alliance launched the Green Hydrogen Innovation Center this year and approved $2.3 billion for the production, use, and export of green hydrogen. Green hydrogen as a topic requiring global cooperation will be on the agenda at this week's G20 summit in New Delhi. Hydrogen is produced by separating that element from others in molecules where hydrogen occurs, like water using electrolysis. Hydrogen has been produced for a century and is found in fertilizers, in plastics, and to refine oil, and the process powered by fossil fuels. Green hydrogen, however, is powered by clean, renewable sources. We will be right back.
All right. I'm ready. I'm ready.
More water. We'll be right back.
I can give it a go. Presenting.
I did.
Okay, so sure.
It makes no sense. Okay.
Hitachi Astemo is helping OEMs drive toward sustainability with their electrification technologies. Learn more at am.hitachiastemo.com.
While a lot is written about autonomous cars for consumers, including many of the failures that we hear about during testing on public roads, a bigger opportunity for AVs is their use as industrial vehicles in factories, ports, and airports. According to the firm Research and Markets, the global heavy-duty AV market, valued at $135.25 billion in 2022, is anticipated to reach $1.45 trillion by 2032. In Japan, truancy rates are on the rise due to many factors, including post-COVID hesitancy and bullying. To combat this, the city of Kumamoto plans to use robots to enable pupils to attend classes virtually. Students will be able to use devices at home to remotely maneuver robots that represent them at school. The robots will allow the children to take part in classes and discussions with schoolmates. The 3-foot-tall robots will be self-propelling, with pupils able to move them within the school grounds. In Japan, the number of truant pupils at elementary and middle school levels hit an all-time high of 244,940 in the fiscal year that ended in 2021. That is about 2% of Japanese students. The idea of robots used for household work has long been fantasized about in movies or shows dating as far back as the 1920s. A new report from the BBC suggests that AI is moving us quickly toward the day where humanoid robots will be common. Sanctuary AI's next humanoid robot, called Phoenix, is expected to be capable of understanding human needs and executing complex tasks. Earlier this year, Phoenix was placed in a Vancouver store where it performed over 110 tasks like packaging, merchandise, labeling, tagging, folding, and tidying up. Remember Rosie the robot who kept house for the Jetsons? She was a model XB500, and like many humans who clean homes for others, the cartoon creators referred to her as older but hardworking.
Read these stories and more at globalautomobility.com and subscribe to Smart Mobility Today on your favorite podcast platform. Sign up to receive our weekly newsletter and follow us on social media at Smart Mobility Today. Produced by Detroit Media Productions, this is Smart Mobility Today.